Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and by the way, actually, as I speak through my intro here, for those of you looking at your screen, I retweeted this the other day, unrelated to crypto, but if you just want something to look at that's fun, this is incredible dog, like, acrobatistry, if I could make up a word. This is incredible, especially the last 5 seconds of this video. But anyway, as far as crypto, I've been looking at what's happening in terms of developments within crypto, price action specifically, because this video is that's what we're going to be getting at here. Bitcoin just broke through a notable psychological barrier, hit the $14,000 for the first time in a very long time, years actually. And there are articles about what this will mean for altcoins, the altcoin bounce. And to me, it just seems inevitable. It's like it's going to happen. That's my humble opinion anyway. And what's this going to mean for XRP? I suspect a rather notable bounce. Perhaps sooner than later, but we'll break it all down here. Now, before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would definitely appreciate the support. And also, if you are a fan of Ripple and XRP, then treat yourself, girl, by subscribing to the Moon Lambo channel, which is the Moon Lamboest of all channels on the YouTubes. All right, so as I record this, we've got XRP at 23.9 cents and Bitcoin at $13,838. Now, as I mentioned, Bitcoin did break through $14,000, but not according to Live Coin Watch. It's a cryptocurrency of what do you call these websites? Just, I guess it's essentially like it's a listing of every single crypto. Well, not literally every single crypto. The vast majority of cryptos on the planet here. I mean, like an index list of some kind. I don't even know how they categorize themselves in that. But anyway, setting that aside, these websites, whether it's Live Coin Watch, CoinMarketCap, Forbes, Yahoo, whoever it is, they're all pulling their data in slightly different ways. And so the numbers that you're going to see from one website to the next are typically, well, actually, always going to vary. It's just a matter of to what degree. In this case, on Live Coin Watch, it was about something like $25 shy of 14,000. So I did pull up CoinMarketCap just for the fun of it, and here is the here's the 24-hour chart pulled up. You can see at its peak, indeed, Bitcoin did hit $14,027.16. Have not seen that in a hot minute. So take a look at this. Somebody named Johnny wrote the following. It just caught my attention. It was in my Twitter feed. He wrote, XRP will run hard. Many people who FUD it, as in fear, uncertainty, doubt, are very uninformed about what Ripple is doing behind the scenes. There is a reason the price has been held down and suppressed with tons of FUD. And I have wondered that from time to time, because FUD campaigns and just the nonsense that is spouted from the mouths of Bitcoin maxi trolls, it does have an impact, but there's no great way to measure it. And so I do wonder to what degree these efforts, some of them coordinated, by the way, there have been coordinated fear, uncertainty, doubt efforts against Ripple and XRP. To what degree is it impacting the price? You would think it is to some degree. I just don't know if it's notable or not particularly important. Either way, I don't like it, which is why anytime I see people writing a bunch of nonsense about Ripple and XRP, I like talking about it on this channel, just taking that content and putting it into my wood chipper where it belongs. But I do think we're going to see things heading north sooner than later, relatively speaking. And mind you, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I'm not offering financial advice, so definitely don't buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just sharing with you my everyday Joe Schmo opinion because it's fun to talk about this stuff and make YouTube videos. But this is neat. Look at this. Here's the headline from you today. 14,000. Bitcoin breaks above $14,000. First time since 2018. How about that? King Crypto Bitcoin has finally done it, broken above the $14,000 resistance level on the day of Bitcoin's 12th anniversary. Yes, indeed, it is today. As I record this, it is October 31st, 2020, 12-year anniversary of the release of the Bitcoin white paper. How about that? As per the CoinMarketCap website, Bitcoin is now worth $14,026. This is the biggest high since 2018, when Bitcoin went down from its $20,000 high in December of 2017. The recent factors that could make it have together driven Bitcoin to the new price are PayPal's embracement of Bitcoin, they write in parentheses, even though with large restrictions such as now crypto deposits from outside wallets and lack of crypto withdrawals, and then MicroStrategy and Square allocating over $500,000 USD in Bitcoin. And those are things to consider. There's no great way to know for sure, if you want to weight the importance of all these things. Certainly positive developments on the whole. That's the way it's being perceived, even if you disagree with how positive PayPal's participation in the world of crypto is. It's all perceived as positive, I think, by the market. So it's like, to what degree is each one of those little pieces substantial? Would this have happened regardless, just because market cycles are market cycles? And I don't know exactly what it would have been today that 14,000 would have been broken. Not sure. But this is cool because we know how things historically have worked. When Bitcoin goes up, and it does lead the market, so it goes first. What has historically always happened after that? Massive jumps up for altcoins ultimately, starting with large cap coins, then mid cap, then small, and then cycle repeat. Now, with XRP, out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, it's usually the least correlated to Bitcoin in terms of price action. So I'm just trying to prepare people in case this happens. And again, I'm not pretending to know for sure. There's no way to. But if XRP legs sideways for a longer period of time than some of the other top coins, don't be surprised, because historically it has done that. As for the reasons why, we could have a whole separate video about that, and I'm certainly happy to have talked about some of the theories people have put forward in the past. It is a fun topic of conversation, but suffice it to say, we just know that is historically what has happened, and I don't have an indication that would make me reasonably believe that it's going to behave any different this time, but it's all coming. And you are seeing that although XRP is maintaining its value relative to the United States dollar, it's losing value effectively relative to Bitcoin. So if you look at what I'm talking about is the XRP Bitcoin pair. It costs a whole bunch more XRP to purchase one Bitcoin compared to earlier this year. Let's say that. And so take a look at this headline now. Expect Bitcoin to break $14,000 once altcoin bleeding ends. And that was like 13 hours ago, and ultimately it did break through. Then take a look at this headline. Timing tops and bottoms in Bitcoin. Data suggests new peak is less than a year away. And so this is obviously positive sounding. Most of the articles that I've seen, or I shouldn't even say most, but many of them are talking legitimate. Like, they're making predictions by the end of 2020 or maybe early 2021. So this one's saying within the next year. Still, to me, that's rather bullish. I mean, we've been in a freaking bear market for 3 years. I will take it. But anyway, Bitcoin, although a powerful and disruptive financial technology at its core, is mere mathematics. Its code is what keeps the network operating. Its supply hard capped at 21 million Bitcoin and much more. But could that computer code and supply mechanism also help provide clues to when the crypto market tops and bottoms? According to a strange correlation with the asset's block reward halving and the timing of tops and bottoms, the solution could be nothing more than simple addition and subtraction. And then they have this little subheading, adding up all the reasons the Bitcoin bull run is here. All signs point to Bitcoin breaking into a new bull market after bottoming now nearly 2 full years ago. A high-low set this year on Black Thursday during one of the worst sell-offs the young asset has ever seen was one half of the equation in confirming a new uptrend. The other half of the puzzle is a higher high, which Bitcoin this week came just dollars away from setting. And really, again, today, it certainly broke through $14,000. That's rather substantial. And so this was written right before it broke $14,000, to be clear. But that wouldn't negate anything. It just means that this is going the direction they thought it would, frankly. Anyway, the cryptocurrency is now trading a few $100s away and declining. However, another higher high this year, post-election, or at the start of 2021, is still very likely. Bitcoin, for the first time this week since 2019, entered bull market territory on the weekly RSI. Yet another signal that it's clear skies again for the crypto asset once it cracks $14,000. And I gotta admit, it's pretty cool that it did that on the 12-year anniversary of the white paper coming out. And so even for us as XRP holders, this is important. It's an undeniable fact, in my opinion. Anyway, it's undeniable fact. Some people say it's not fact, but look at a freaking chart, man. Okay, it's just XRP is following Bitcoin, so I want to see Bitcoin do well. I hold Bitcoin. I would like for it to be worth substantially more than it is today. Hopefully, it actually ultimately is. And that's why, for me, even if I have to be more patient than Bitcoin holders, because I really do believe the Bitcoin holders, the Bitcoin maxis, they're going to get to have their little celebration first. I really suspect that'll be the case. And then XRP is going to follow at some point. And I think there'll be a bunch of people that get spooked out, and they're probably going to freak out, oh my God, XRP is not appreciating on my timeline, and I'm going to sell now and invest in, I'm going to chase whatever's moving up at the moment. And people do that all the time, and you're welcome to do whatever you want. I'm not going to. I have strong hands. I am not going to sell. I know humans behave like this, and I see it. It's like I talk about this. I even see people like they comment along these lines, some of them in my videos, and I'm like, holy hell. I'm even talking about this concept in some of the videos where people are like, but Bitcoin or XRP is not moving now. This, and I'm like, oh my God, it doesn't make sense. It's not logical. It is not. That's emotional. It's not logical. It is not logical to have that type of response here. Oh, man, I don't know. And then there's this. Here's how the U.S. dollar's macro bearishness could send Bitcoin flying. And these are all factors to consider here. Because I do firmly believe, I really firmly do believe at some point XRP will be worth substantially more than it is today. And if I'm wrong, fine, maybe I lose a bunch of money. But I am Mr. XRP Bull for a reason. I'm putting my money where my mouth is here. And so here's what they're talking about with this piece, though. Bitcoin is currently consolidating following its sharp decline seen yesterday. The cryptocurrency is lacking momentum as its bulls and bears both seem to reach an impasse, which has struck a blow to its technical outlook. One of the main reasons why Bitcoin saw such a harsh rejection at 13,800 was due to a sudden surge in the U.S. dollar's value seen yesterday. This sent shockwaves throughout the market and stopped Bitcoin from breaking the resistance it was consolidating against, although we know what ultimately happened, of course. One analyst is noting that Bitcoin's persistent inverse correlation to the USD's value is a positive thing because it is expressing signs of immense macro weakness. And so I tell you what, I could not be more bullish just about crypto in a general sense. I'm most excited about XRP because any crypto that's solving a real world problem is offering utility. That's always going to float my boat more so than a little science experiment that's out there that maybe will yield something in the future. And I appreciate that other people are looking into them because at some point, way in the past, XRP was more or less a science experiment, unproven, not getting used for anything, just in some people's opinion, a better version of Bitcoin. But here we are today, functionally being used. It went from being worth $0.00 to a market cap of somewhere in the neighborhood of like $11 billion in a matter of less than a decade. And I think as more money flows in, it's going to be, I think it's going to exponentially increase. I really do. The opportunity for ridiculously lopsided gains relative to other asset classes is very real historically. And I don't think that it's going to stop anytime soon. Absolutely not. There will not be one coin to rule them all. And so to everybody else out there that is emotionally buying and selling, I salute you. You're ridiculous for doing it, in my humble opinion, but go ahead, keep doing it, because I'm counting on it, and it's the reason that the markets are able to move it off. Everybody was like Moon Lambo and just didn't emotionally buy and sell. Markets wouldn't really move. Not a whole lot at all. There wouldn't be volatility, right? So I'm thankful that there are people out there that are behaving like that. And so I'm just sitting here observing that and acting accordingly. But that is quite simply it. So XRP. When it does run, historically, it has indeed, to steal this dude's phrase that I cited earlier in the video, it does run hard. When it hits, it freaking hits hard. And so you have to go through this whole thing where people, they do spread free uncertainty about, oh my God, the opportunity cost, you could have had money invested in all this, but it is an XRP, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it sounds bad until you're completely wrong and your narrative is destroyed, as we saw in 2017 when XRP went from 20-something cents to almost $4. I saw it days before. All sorts of people bitching up a storm. There's one guy I've cited a number of times recently in my videos that's like, yeah, I had to get out XRP. I just held it for so long, it didn't do anything, and literally a matter of days later, it had its biggest bull run ever. So good job there, guy, for being emotional about it and jumping on out, man. Didn't go well for it. And so what I'm seeing is, and I've been in the space for almost 3 years now, those types of comments, they're coming up more and more now. And I think that as you see Bitcoin go up and XRP just kind of trade range bound, you're going to see an increase in amount of those. And I think we're seeing history repeating itself. I really do. That's my for fun guess. We'll see if I'm right or wrong, but I think that people are going to get irritated by the fact that XRP trades sideways for a super long time. They're going to sell. And if anything, it just creates more buying opportunity. If it pushes the price down at all, I mean, for those that want to accumulate, it creates a buying opportunity anyway. And then ultimately, out of nowhere, it's just going to take off. That's going to be my guess. I don't make price predictions, and I'm never going to, because I'd just be pulling numbers out of thin air. So I don't want to do that because I'm not a chart analyst. But I do believe that it's going to come. I'm not going to apply a specific number or time frame. I'm just saying in a general sense that's the direction I firmly believe it will go. But anyway, that is it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because of anything that I say or write, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.